My best friend is a narcissistic, and I snapped at her. Won't reveal my age, but all I can say is that this all happened at school. When I was in 9th grade, I met this girl, smart, sharp-witted and didn't let people put her down. I thought it was cool, considering that me myself can't insult anyone without feeling bad. She kind of adopted me, we became friends very quickly, our moms became besties too, it was like a dream of having a sister for myself. But then I noticed some stuff, like when I said I was getting better at some grades. I'm kind of dumb when it comes to studying, but I'm very clever, I'm not stupid. When I say, I studied for this, she replied, doesn't even look like it. And the most important thing, many people don't like her, she laughs too loud, she's mocking anyone who says shit about her, and don't doubt, she will put you down if she's in a bad mood. Lately, I switched schools, we weren't studying together but we were still close, I've been feeling confident, wearing makeup, clothes that I like, I'm chubby, but she'd make an expression of both mockery masking disdain. She would say, girly, I don't want you to feel bad. And that would make me very sad. One day, we were playing Minecraft together, and we were on call, she asked how I got to buy the game and I answered that I used my job money, she laughed, that shitty place got you to buy Minecraft? I'm surprised and began making questions like, but don't you pay the bills? Wow, I'm shocked that you could afford it, you're like the poor friend. And she laughed again. My blood boiled, she knows I go through some hardships financially. That made me raise a red flag, but I let it go. Then, I noticed some things, I was good in things she wasn't good, like writing, English, and other things in general. And that infuriated her. In school assignments to write short stories, I always won. In English classes, everyone would ask for my help, and not hers. One day, I was at work, at an office, overwhelmed with paperwork and in a bad mood, then she texted me, my phone is connected to my PC so it's not like I could ignore the beeping sound of texts. I sighed, stopping everything I was doing to answer her. The text made me pause. I need your help with a name for a book character I'm creating. I sighed, then texted, I'm working. Later. She replied. Come on. Just a name, it won't be that bad. And began a whole monologues about the story she was creating, always with mistakes and cracks in the lore. I was tired, ignoring her texts and just working, but then she called me, and I declined, texting her. Search on Google, I'm working. And she got mad, saying that I should help her, that it's not her fault I have to work. I snapped, I grabbed my phone and went to the bathroom, texting the biggest text of my life. That her story was trash, the lore didn't make sense, and that it's not my fault she's jobless, being pampered by her boyfriend who looked sick of her, and her mother. And that if she wanted to make herself look better than me, she'd have to go through all the shit I went through, and I admitted, I went through far worse than her. I was furious, give me a break, I was having a full evening of work. She got mad, but was silent, not texting me again about it. After that incident, things between us were never the same. She didn't reach out as much, and honestly, I was relieved. The silence from her end allowed me to breathe, to focus on myself without the constant negativity. Over time, I started to realize how toxic our friendship had become. It wasn't just that one day at work, it was a pattern that had been growing over the years. She wasn't the person I thought she was, and I wasn't the person I wanted to be around her. I began to invest more in friendships that uplifted me, in people who celebrated my successes and supported me when I was down. I also learned to set boundaries, to stand up for myself in ways I hadn't before. Looking back, I don't regret standing up to her that day. It was a turning point for me, a moment when I chose to prioritize my own well-being over someone else's ego. It's not easy to walk away from someone you once considered a close friend, but sometimes it's necessary. And in the end, I grew stronger for it. Now, I'm more confident than ever, not just in how I present myself, but in the kind of people I allow into my life. It's a hard lesson to learn, but an important one. True friends are those who lift you up, not bring you down.